inside yourself. Turn in, allow, merge with being. Dive in, observe.
Namaste, Mooji. I'm feeling caught up with the question now, can the perceiver be perceived? And there's awareness of it creating turmoil, which then I feel like just dropping the question. But then when I drop the question, there's awareness of bliss, of grace, and gratitude for that, yet I know it's not true. I thought you could help me in realizing.
This question, this could be your final question. It could be your final question, you see. How many questions can come, even on the spiritual path? Many, many questions. But however many questions and however many answers, they must report to one central place. That which perceived them. That which is aware of questions and answers. So, you cannot point away from yourself and say, yes, over there knows the answer, over there asks the question. Everything comes back intuitively to somehow the sense, I am here, it's to hear. So having recognized that whatever you call your life and all that arises in as your life, it's only as it is perceived in you. And it cannot exist independent of you. And having come to that conclusion, let's put it conclusion, because it is obvious enough. Without you, what life could there be even? You see? Because even God must appear in the light of your own consciousness, because how else would you know God? So something is here. It is too big to give it to your personality, because the personality even arises in it also. In the sense of who you are, who you take yourself to be, the various ideas and identities that you have worn over time and have worn out over time also is perceived in it, including the present way in which we're thinking of ourselves like that. So it is clear that it funnels back all to this place, a sense of here. So then, only then, when you understand this, can the question be ripe for asking, you see. That which is perceiving everything, whether it is feelings, objects, ideas, sensations, imagination, memory, intellect, whatever it is, time. That perceiver sense, is it something phenomenal in itself? Can it also be perceived like other things it perceives? Everything it perceives, but it itself, can it be perceived? This question for me is one of the most important questions a human being is going to ask, or that's going to be introduced to you, you see. You are perceiving everything, every sensation. You call them my sensation, my thoughts, my feelings, my point of view, my life, my belief, my disbelief, my practice, my goal, my past, my God. You see, my, who is my? My implies I or me. Who am I? What is I, you see? And a mere mental or a theoretical or intellectual answer has not brought any satisfaction. It is just another thing thought of, you see. Where can we go from here now then? So then this question, that which perceives everything, even the most subtle thought, even space it perceives, subtle space is, and space itself is perceived in this, then this perceiver, it's felt like a perceiver, is it phenomenal like other things? Can it be perceived? And if it can be perceived, by what is it perceived? Then let's stop with this question and allow a little space. Give a little space to accommodate this question inside yourself, you see. And at least try to understand the question. You see? Don't just go mechanically, who am I, who am I, where am I, who am I? But really understand, you see. The perceiver, can the perceiver be perceived? Can it be perceived? No, really enter the question. What is seeing all of this? What is seeing all of this? It must be some kind of eyes or eyes of perception, but can it be an actual eye that has a shape and has some intelligence behind it? And is it personal? Does it look a certain way? Some people cannot ask this type of question. Their minds won't hold this type of inquiry. It is fine for now. You are still invited. You're here. You're here. There are other ways into this room. So don't worry. But for those of you who can sustain this kind of question, who feel it and feel and sense the importance of such a question, stay with me. Stay with me now. That which is perceiving everything now. This is the final stages of inquiry. Can that itself be perceived? Why this question? To see if the perceiver is something tangible. Is the perceiver also an object like any other object? Whether it's an object subtle like thought or an object like a chair or something, can the perceiver be perceived in this kind of way? Is the perceiver perceived by another perceiver? So take time. Why take time? Because now there are not many questions left for you in this world. You see, any other question is a stepping back towards the mind. It's not needed. This is good enough question. Of course, the mind will try to introduce some second questions, which are more easy, you see. But you have come, something has brought you to this point. Grace, you may call, consciousness, life, God, truth, have brought you here. Then we don't have much to go now. Let's look together. This kind of question cannot be satisfied by merely an intellectual answer. It must bring you to an insight. And insight is not information. Insight is to look within and find only your own being. It's powerful understanding, irrefutable understanding. It is understanding which is the same as experience. Can the witness be witnessed? Can the perceiver be perceived? It's not a philosophical question. It is in the heart of the seeker itself, the authentic seeker. Let's find out now. Let's find out now. What do you find? Allow this question to happen. Initially, as someone reported, when this question is such an unusual question, because nowhere in any university you're being asked this question. Even in the schools of philosophy, they may ask it in some theoretical way. But now we are asking it with the fire of truth. You must find this. When this question is asked sometime, it feels like a strange kind of nausea. Like, whoa, what was that? What was that? It's like, or you may say, oh, this focus is gone. I cannot focus, you see. Like something is throwing you off. You're not ready for this question, come again, throw you off. Then what is watching even is throwing off? Can that be thrown off? It is as though the mind itself is standing at the gate of nirvana. See if you can pass me. The sense of the perceiver. Is it phenomenal? You see? Only you will determine. This answer is not set. It's a potential. We'll see. You will determine the answer. Whether this answer will be phenomenal, whether it will be you, or whether it be just another mental exercise. You may find that somehow your whole system seizes up. Like there's just a void and a sense of stuckness. But I will tell you, but that is seen. Okay, it's not that. Cannot be a void. The void is also another phenomenon being perceived. The sense of stuckness. There's nowhere to go. I got nowhere to go. That's also just a thought, a sensation perceived. Where is the perceiver of this? Does it have a shape? Is it male or female? Is this a Hindu question? So, tell me what you see.
The answer to the question is felt that it's everywhere. But that sense is momentary. Again,
Yes. And that's also just another concept also. It doesn't have the power of insight in it.
And so, I feel stuck with the question.
Yes, yes, yes. Even the feeling I am stuck with the question is perceived. That which perceive the sense of stuckness, is that stuck?
No.
No. That is you.
What is stronger is the sensations that is aware of.
Yes.
So in that moment, again, there's a stiffness, a tightening up.
Yes.
And
Stronger or weaker are irrelevant to that. The sense of stronger, what is stronger here, and I take your point. What is stronger, what is felt more loud, is that the attention is going to this thing, these sensations, but that's also perceived. And that will also pass. Now you feel, oh, I must conquer this. And then click and, oh, where is that? Oh, it's gone. It's nothing. These are nothings.
Yeah.
You see? They're only powerful in the moment of you have powerful attention to them. Shift of attention and they fall. Have you noticed this or not?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Why give so much energy to solve what is only momentary? It's only an effect in consciousness.
So then it comes, is the question relevant?
The question intimidates you, so therefore it is relevant. you see. It exposes something, a reluctance to look, it is. An intimidation, like it's, why should we bother, you know? Why not just surrender? You see, like this it will come. But this question is very much your question for the moment.
Let go, relax, fall inside yourself, turn in, allow, merge with being, dive in, observe, even silence is heard, presence is witnessed, I am here. Let go,